Been a long fucking day. Doing that thing where I clean up your mess again. Reset your audio sources. There you go. Matty, Josh is muted. All right, go to settings.
Yo, there we go.
Reset your audio, Simon.
There we go. We should have a bit of microphone action now. Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you.
Matty.
I've always been able to
Yeah,
hear
Benny's
you.
always been able to hear me. Matty, give me something. Can't hear the big ugly one.
But it's fine.
Wow, Chatty Ecot, you twat.
Are you saying, Chatty, I'm the good-looking one?
Yeah, I know.
Loud and clear now, yeah.
Got him now? Yeah, very good, very good. Well, I'm going to start it again so Benny can friggin' get it out properly. So I'm just going to do that. Hey there, guys, and welcome to another episode of the Smashing Crossbar Podcast. I'm your host, Josh, joined once again by Ben. How are you, mate?
Been a shit day.
It's been a shit day. Well done.
Cleaning up your mess.
No, not my mess, mate.
You could have at least left me toilet paper so I could wipe your ass too.
Mate.
Put it this way, I've heard back from Fran after my first 13 pages, and she's not happy with you.
Why?
Because she's gone back through all the movements,
Yeah.
and a lot of them still say 2021.
What do you mean?
She's like, that can't be you. You weren't here in 2021.
Well,
and I'm like, oh,
hey,
you take it up with him.
Hey, I do the stock take. I giveth back the stock take to them. They giveth back to me, and I've always been perfect with my stock takes. So, as far as I'm concerned, I've done my job. When they come back to me, I don't
care if the stock take works or not. At the end of the day, I count it. I've done my job.
Yeah.
It's not my job to worry if it's right or fucking wrong.
Well, it's their job to come back to me and go, we're out X amount. When they come back to you and say, yep, we're happy with that, job done.
Oh, but at the same point as well, when they come back to you and say, oh, we're down or up or whatever, X amount, can you go and have a look for it? I'm like, I've been through every single location in this warehouse. Where do you think I'm going to fucking find it? Or wait, there it is, thin air.
That's right. Well, anyway, there you go. Oh, well, it's all right. Someone's got to do it, mate. Someone's got to clean up your shit.
Fucking hate it.
Anyway.
And I've got another one next week.
Josh and Benno, good evening, gents. Noopy, welcome, my friend.
Hello.
Chatty's in for... I haven't seen Chatty in the chat for
ages.
What are you doing, mate? You must have absolutely fuck all to do if you're in here. Welcome anyway, mate. Welcome anyway. So pretty much tonight's show, we are going to talk a little bit about the game that was against Melbourne City. We'll talk a little bit about the game coming up on the weekend for the A-League's women's. Holy shit, I got it right.
Look at him go.
Yeah, I know. Brisbane round one away.
It's only taken him 12 months, chat, but he's learning.
I just refuse. I'm just not a fan of it. It's just not right.
It's just
wrong.
Fucking difficult.
We'll touch base on the Champions League draw, Europa draw. I didn't check the conference, so Benny's going to have to do something there and tell us who's in that because I've got nothing. I totally forgot to friggin' check it. Wasn't until I was literally starting up the shit that I was like, crap, didn't do it. And then we're going to pretty much touch on the World Cup. That's pretty much where it is tonight. We're going to go and discuss the World Cup. We'll go through the groups and everything else, and possible. We'll sort of go our predictions of where we think the teams will finish come the end of the group stage. We won't go beyond that. We won't go into the round of 16, etc. We'll just we'll just go to where we think the countries will finish. Pardon me. Come the end of the groups, we'll get your input as well. And at the end, throughout the show, we will let you guys know. So if you're here for the whole show, you'll hear it probably a few times. If you come in, hopefully you come in at one of these points, so you know. Benny and I will run a World Cup pool of some sort. We're just pretty much just going to get your guys. If you guys are interested, you can either comment on our Facebook page, which I put up a Facebook page post earlier today. Or you can whack it in here and Benny will quickly jot your name down. Just put your name down as well below. So obviously we're not going to use your tags and stuff like that. So there are a couple in here that we may not know. So if you just put your name, even just your first name and first letter of your initial, it's fine. We'll run with that. But yeah, and then on Sunday night, roughly, we'll post it on Facebook. Who you guys have drawn.
Oh, you fucking...
Well done. So yeah, we won't go...
it's just because I just got into Google Sheets and I clicked the wrong button.
Yeah, so we won't do it. We won't be doing it live. Ben will just pretty much get all you guys in a spreadsheet or whatever thing. He's a randomizer or whatever, and generate it and away he's going.
Names are going to the spreadsheet. I'll do the pool. Who gets what team later?
Yep, and then we'll just whack it up on the Facebook page, your name and country that you have been allocated. So, yeah, it won't be us just picking random countries. We'll just let the computer auto-generate it. So I'm sure I'll end up with England, who are going to win nothing.
I'll probably end up with... I think I remember for the Euro pool, I ended up with some fucking dog shit side.
Yeah, it was like friggin'... Well, the thing was
Loudy. The only one I remember is Lockie ended up with Denmark.
Yeah, or Loudy.
And they went with they had a fucking flyer.
Loudy drew England after he stated that he goes, right at the start of it, he goes, I bet you I end up with England. And I'm like, and sure enough, he ended up last. He was like the last cab off the rank of getting called out as well. So, absolute piss take. Being busy, and yes, bored tonight. Yeah, there you go. Trust. Mate, I thought you'd have heaps to do. Local president of bloody Barnsley Soccer Club. Anyone's got any sponsors out there for Barnsley Soccer Club, be sure to hit him up. Yeah, they're looking for some sponsors this year, I believe. So, yeah, be sure to hit up Barnsley Soccer Club. So, yeah, we may as well quickly touch on the game that was on the weekend. Melbourne City versus Newcastle Jets. 2-1 loss to the ladder leaders. I unfortunately didn't get to the game. I was working and I honestly haven't even had 5 minutes to sit down and sort of dissect what was. I was told an interesting game. We from what I've been told, again, don't quote me too much, but I've only sort of been told about it. We dominated the second half. We had a fair bit of possession and played a fair bit of football, obviously through the midfield up front, but was lacking the final.
Helps when you're playing against 10 men, though.
Yeah, well, you know, that always helps. Always helps. The goal that we got obviously was an own goal, I believe. So
it was.
So another game without another goal. That's not flash either. But yeah. Did you end up watching it, Benny, or watching a replay? What were your thoughts on it?
I watched it, but I was watching it like this. It was like watching that game, especially after the week before against Victory. Watching that game was like watching a train wreck. You want to look away, but you just can't.
Yeah.
It was a bit like that for me. Like every time City went forward as they go forward.
Yeah.
You're sitting there thinking, oh fuck, here it comes. Sitting there like I did that for an entire 90 minutes, going, oh fuck, here it comes. Oh fuck, here it comes. And I'm generally pretty spot on. Luke will tell you, I'm pretty spot on with reading the play and going, yeah, here it comes. But yeah, it just felt like every time they got the ball, it just happened. There were moments when we went forward, especially early on in the first half.
Yep.
And then in the second half, where I'm sitting there thinking, well, okay. And then City started. There was cracks in City's game. Like, they were... I don't know why, because it's generally not like them, but they looked nervous in the first half an hour.
Yep.
First 20 minutes, half an hour, they looked nervous. Even after Van de Ven scored the first goal after 20,
yep,
which I'm pretty sure was the penalty. I can't remember.
I don't know. I'm running blind, unfortunately, this one. So,
even after Van de Ven scored that first goal, they still looked a bit shaky.
Yep.
And that was the time to sort of just fucking throw bodies at them.
Yeah, right.
And hope that one of them sort of crumbles under the pressure and go for a quick steal.
Yep.
But yeah, it was an interesting one.
Well, it's been a while.
Both sides got lucky.
Yeah.
In more ways than one.
We haven't we haven't beaten them since 2021, I think it was. Early 21, I think it was a 2-1 victory against City at City down in Melbourne.
The ref was... It's the first time I've seen, so much in a Jets game this season that the ref was actually pretty good. I was happy with the ref.
Yep.
It's not often I praise the officials. There's generally something that I don't like. Or a call that goes fucking stupid or whatever.
Yep.
But the ref was pretty well spot on.
So what do we got from it?
He let a lot of shit go.
Yep.
He let a lot of shit go first 50-odd minutes. But it was very much... He let it go for the advantage in the right places.
Yeah. I did see that, Noopy. We're impersonating a jumping salmon. I did see that. It was a bit reckless.
That's right.
In saying that, I did see a stat. Not a stat. I did see a comment in one of the Facebook forums where it was.
Let me guess. Ooh, cool. Fucking we're out.
sort of. No, but it was more the fact that it was what was it? If that was Duncan,
they'd have been screaming for his head.
Everyone would have been screaming for his head. That's pretty much what it was. It was along those lines of.
Well, they sort of were. Like, they were just like, oh, we're shit. You know, he done this, he done that, he done this, he done that 2 weeks in a row, rah, rah, rah. And I'm sitting there going, these are the same sort of people 12, 18 months ago that were calling for Duncan's head.
100%.
So, hey, guys, you've got very short memories. You drop Weir, what's your option? Your option is fucking Duncan.
Exactly.
What? Okay, choose between the two. We're counting Noah James out of this. But fuck me. What do you want? Like voting in a state election in here in a week's time. You pick the lesser of two evils.
So, from what I can see here, we pretty well we're definitely in the game. Like, the result.
Oh fuck yeah, we were.
Screams, like pretty much exactly what the scoreline states. Other than
it was mistakes.
Other than they scored one more than we should have. So you've got
It was little mistakes.
16 shots to 13. We beat them on that. They beat us on shots on target 7-3. Possession we won 53 to 47. Passes we won 458 to 416. Pass accuracy we won 82.
Their passing accuracy was dog shit.
Theirs.
Yeah, theirs.
Yeah.
Titties.
82 to 77%. We won that one. 13-12 on fouls to us. One more yellow card to us than them. They obviously got the red card, which should have been the main factor. Should have been a changing point, but unfortunately,
Too little, too late by then.
These days, it's proving that it's not so much.
It's more a curse than anything else.
Yeah, like for the team.
But they've always said that. Sometimes it's always hard. Sometimes it's harder to play against 10 men than what it is against 11.
Exactly right. Give the gloves to the Hoff. Yeah, he was. From what I could see, he was getting a fair bit of stick. Saying he was done. He's past it. He needs to friggin' retire. So obviously,
what's your option?
Well, that's exactly right.
Jenko was out. That's why he was there. Offie was also playing on the left side, not the right.
Yeah, right.
They played Hoppy on the left, which means Ingham, because Ingham came in on the right.
Yeah.
Which shows me that Hoppy is more two-footed than what Ingham is. Ingham is an out-and-out right back. He can't play with his left foot.
Yeah.
If they're shuffling Hoppy off on the left.
Yep.
It was a bit like the Georgescu situation from 2018.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So at the end of the day, it's another disappointing result. From what I was reading, Pappas wasn't overly impressed. He was pretty upset at the result. More so, I would imagine, in frustration. Them going down to 10 men, even though it was, from what I could see here, it was late in the game.
75th.
You know what I mean? Obviously, City were probably walking on eggshells a bit before that. You know, we probably should have pressed them and punished them a little earlier.
They keep McLaren quiet.
Yeah.
We've always got a knack about keeping McLaren quiet. Which was good. But at the end of the day as well, like, two things that came out of that game for me. One is those that are criticizing Michael Weir and what he's doing. I've got no idea. Michael Weir is playing a position that we have not seen, especially in the A-League, for 10 years.
Yeah.
The last time you saw a club play an out-and-out sweeper keeper.
Yeah, it's very rare in the A-League. Very, very rare.
Very, 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 very rare. Almost unheard of in the A-League.
Very weird. Very weird. Very weird.
It's risky.
It's weird.
And again, that goal was part of the risk you take when playing the sweeper keeper. The whole point of the sweeper keeper is to sit higher up the pitch so you can push your defence up higher. At the risk of being played in behind.
Yeah, from what I've seen as well.
His positioning as a sweeper keeper in that exact situation against Van de Ven was top notch.
Yeah.
But as Van de Ven said, we've been watching him over the past few weeks.
Yeah.
And and his words, quote, all I had to do was a quick fakie to him.
Yeah.
And he was gone.
Yeah. I think the biggest thing is it didn't change. You know, I mean, he didn't change his ways once it had happened. You know what I mean? From what I got told, he didn't. He sort of done it again later on in the game.
Yeah.
Very risky.
But again, he's done that exact thing
all season.
Fuck it, every game this season at least once.
Yeah.
He's had to bury his head like that and put it down into a ball with a striker coming at him.
Yeah.
If he has to do that, and he's let one in over the past 5 that I've remembered him doing this season, it's not a bad hit rate.
Yeah.
But again, that's the risk you take.
Yeah. When you shouldn't have to do it. Like at the end of the day, that's for me is the biggest thing. You shouldn't have to be doing it.
Yeah.
The only time you're doing stuff like
that.
Trap. That's right. So.
But again, that's the risk you play.
Yep.
That's the risk you have when playing a formation and when we're structured like that. It's going to happen, and it's going to happen again.
Yep.
It may not necessarily be Weir missing, but it will be Weir stranded out there doing his sweeper keeper job, and a striker getting in behind the defence.
Yep. Yep.
And then poor Mickey's going to be a one-on-one, and everyone's going to fucking criticise him for that too.
Yeah. So again, another loss. We started the season so well, and here we are.
Not a bad loss.
Oh,
Plenty
look.
to take out of it.
Yeah, look, it's City have got to be the benchmark. They are every year, regardless of whether they win the title or not. They've got to be the benchmark every year. They're definitely up and about, and you look at the strike power and everything else that they've got. There's no question they are where they are because of all that. The biggest thing is now we get a break. We get a bit of time to sit back and reflect on what's been going wrong, and everyone can have their say. From what I've seen today, I thought everyone that was not involved in the World Cup, i.e. our whole squad, would have stayed together, would have taken this time to pretty much go into a bubble.
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't think of a better time, to be honest, for a team to be going into a bubble. You go in, you train your ass off, you get up, you watch you watch the World Cup games, you watch the Socceroos games together. Everyone cheers on, whoever's in nationality sides in there or whatever.
I mean, Jenko will get up and watch England.
Yeah, but that's it, you know what I mean? But, and all the Aussies get around each other and whoever else. But it's obviously not that way. I believe, from what I've seen today, Brendan O'Neill's back in Perth.
They're all going home for a week.
Yeah, so they've all packed up and gone wherever they've needed to go. Which, to me, I just find interesting. I just thought I would be keeping them all together as much as humanly possible at this point in time. Yeah. Because anything can happen in a couple of weeks. And, yeah. But anyway, I'm not the coach. I don't make those decisions. But for me, if it was my team, I'd be trying to keep them all together and get up and watch the games together. Expect, the Socceroos ones at least, being 90% Australian, in the squad, and get around and obviously, support the country and, watch some elite footballers do what they need to do. But yeah, other than that, we get a couple of weeks to sort of relax and train and prepare for the Central Coast. That's where we're at. Couple of derbies before Christmas.
Yep. Both must win.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned.
Absolutely. We can't go into Christmas with another loss.
Not because it's the Mariners and the derby.
Yeah.
We're starting to drag behind. We want to be up there mid-table this season. We've got to start pulling points back.
Central Coast Mariners going to Vanuatu. Well,
how'd they manage that? How'd they afford that?
Jeez, on some massive dollars.
Oh, they must have got their first payment for Garang Qual.
I was going to say, Qual flew business class. Did you see that? I see that in the All Access thing, from the new CEO Doobie owner. Yeah. Did you like your friggin' business class that I bought you?
I'm that sort of idiot that would spend a fortune on business class just so I could fucking sleep properly the entire way.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I'm that idiot.
That'd be nice. But yeah. So anyway, we'll take a step back. We'll take a sidestep from the A-League's men's and put it on hiatus for a couple of weeks. But in saying that, the A-League's women's kicks off right where the men depart. So the men depart and the women get their chance to shine on their own, which is great. I think it's good. First up, Brisbane this weekend, Saturday 3 p.m. I believe it'll be on Paramount for sure, but I think it might be on free to air as well. Don't quote me on that.
I think all of them are.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I think all of them are.
There's a few overlaps this season from what I can see there. I think there's like a couple of 3 p.m. games at the same time. So
generally 3.
Not overly impressed with that, but whatever. Pardon me. So be sure to get behind the girls' first game. They were training hard on the paddock yesterday. I've seen a few photos go around with them training there. So it's going to be good. Hopefully a good season. They've signed well. They've signed so many talented players. A few youngsters in there from the academy and the Jets alike. And who knows? Fingers crossed for a good season because the women need it. the women's side have struggled for the last couple of years, and it's been hard to watch. I know we'll get around to a few games this year being up here, but yeah, if you aren't doing anything next week at least, when they play at home for round 2, be sure to get to that because no men's football. There's no reason.
Dale and find out if he's around on Saturday. I might go down to City Vista.
Yeah, well, that's it. Yeah, Western.
Watch Western girls play there first.
That's right. Yep. That's it.
Because it's like, it's fucking 10 minutes down the road.
That's exactly right. Get an Uber. Get on the beers.
No, I'll fucking drive.
Of course.
Get on the piss and drive.
Not sponsored.
I just mentioned it's 10 minutes down the road.
Yeah, that's it. Train at the uni, yes. When do they play next week? I'm not 100% sure. I'll have to double check. Give me a sec. I did just...
What? Jets women?
Yeah.
19th.
Oh, that's this week.
When do they play next week?
Yeah,
Same thing. Saturday, 26 at 3.
Yeah.
Against Wanderers.
Bloody hell. I'm guessing that'll be at number 2. Doesn't tell me here.
Yeah.
No, it says Scully Park, but okay. I don't think that's right.
Or match day 2.
Oh, no, it is. My apologies. Yeah, it is. So, round 2 collides with the men's Melbourne City fixture up in Tamworth, which Shane was talking about the other week.
That's right.
So, that's what I was like, what the fuck? Where's Scully Park? But Tamworth for sure. So, if you aren't doing anything over that weekend, be sure to get up there. You get a double dose. And then the big one at 9:30, Australia versus Tunisia. So get along to that. Support them if you can. Love the team. Get it announced 10 minutes after the game. I did see that. 10 minutes after the game. Like, shit, why wasn't it 10 minutes before the game? Half time. What are they so busy at half time doing? Shit. So be sure to get behind the girls this weekend. Watch them if you can.
100%.
Get to Tamworth if you can. If not, round 3, round 4, whenever we play it.
That's something that I want to touch on briefly that you didn't put into the show notes, so I'm going to throw you a curveball now.
Here we go. Love it.
Fuck me, the Matildas.
Oh.
Woo!
Yeah, I was going to talk
me.
about...
Did they look like a well-oiled unit against fucking Sweden? I had it on before the Jets game.
Yeah, it's a shame it went friggin' south friggin' yesterday watching them versus friggin' Thailand. My God. Mate,
yeah, it was a bit fucking
what
sloppy.
the absolute fuck was going on? I could not believe...
It was sloppy.
Oh, my God. Like, again, they missed plenty. How Sam Kerr hits
even against Sweden, they missed fucking sitters.
How
Razzo
Sam
had
Kerr,
one at the back post and completely missed it.
How Sam Kerr misses from 6 yards out and hits the underbar of the crossbar and comes out, friggin' fathoms me. But yeah, man, the Thailand, mate, they played well. They went out there for one thing, and it was not to be humiliated. That was the message.
They were there for an upset.
Go out there. Not even so much an upset. It was just keep it low. And they did. They've got to come out of that game holding their head high. For them, they've got a big start to 2023. They're still in for a chance of qualifying for the World Cup. They've got 2 games against somebody and Portugal. I know Portugal's one of them. I'm not 100% sure who the other one is. But they've definitely got to win those 2 games to qualify. So...
Hang on. So
yes.
So for Thailand to qualify for the Women's World Cup, they need to play a European nation?
I think it's like your...
Oh, it'd be like an intercontinental playoff.
Yeah, they probably finished 3rd or 4th or...
Yeah, it'd be an intercontinental playoff.
Yeah.
Because I'm sitting there thinking, hang on a minute, that doesn't sound right.
Yeah, and again, I haven't overly looked into that. I sort of heard it, and they were saying that there's still a chance to qualify. So it could be either they've got to win both those games, or it's somebody in Portugal, and then Thailand play the winner of that.
Yeah.
Which
probably,
could
be.
Either
way, it's an intercontinental playoff.
Yeah. While we watching,
just wanted to quickly bring that one up.
Well done, Luke.
Fuck,
Yeah,
mate, they were on fire against Sweden.
yeah, they look good against Sweden.
It was a good game to watch.
Dominating performance against the world number 2, and then against the world number 41. Little struggle.
Nice to see. And it was also nice to see Amy Park and not the green seats of Amy Park.
Yeah. Yeah,
That
true.
was something like 28,500 or something, nearly 29,000 there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was a good crowd.
It was a fucking tidy crowd.
It was a good crowd. We would have got more at Newcastle. But anyway, just saying. But yeah, no, it was good. It was good for the Matildas to go out in a high. 2 good wins after, to be honest, a pretty dismal year.
3 good wins.
Well, yeah, 3 good wins. Yeah, in what was a pretty dismal year, to be honest. They struggled at the start of the year.
Gustafsson didn't start well with them.
No, well, I believe the new coach. I can't remember his name, but there's a new coach that's come in, new assistant coach, and he's shaken the whole squad. From reports of what the girls were saying, and even Gustafsson himself, like he was stating that he's been a big revival. Apparently, can't remember his name. So if anyone's got it in the chat, let me know. But yeah,
Luke would know.
Luke would know. He knows. Yeah, exactly right. Everything. What was I going to say? Yeah. So anyway, we are going to rattle on. I'm going to bolt through the Champions League and Europa League qualifications, mainly because I've missed it last week. I said we were going to do it, but we didn't. Got sidetracked talking about other shit, which is what we do every week. The final 3 spots at the FIFA Women's World Cup will be decided through a 10-team playoff tournament. Okay. Will be used as a test event for New Zealand to host prior to the World Cup. Well, there you go.
Didn't think New Zealand would have a problem hosting the women's part of the Women's World Cup.
Yeah, right. For New Zealand to host prior.
Interesting way to do it.
Yeah, very bizarre, isn't it? Different. Sort of took a step back for a second. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, a bit weird.
It's a bit special, isn't it?
Weird, but hey, fucking, what can we say? FIFA are a special bunch.
They are a very special bunch.
They're a very special bunch.
Mate, they're a Brady bunch. They're a Brady bunch, dude. 2 parents with freaking 3 different children. They are a Brady bunch, the special people. Anyway, we're going to freaking quickly rattle off the Champions League and the Europa, which is, let's be honest, is the Europa League. Mate, that's not where you want to be.
Nah, it's almost as bad as fucking the Champions League normally is.
The Europa League is not where you want to be playing your friggin' football if you're a sort of a minnow and you're excited and keen to play a bit of friggin' Europa football this year. Jesus Christ. We'll quickly rattle off the Champions League if it allows me to do what it
I've got it up here, everyone.
asked me to do. Here we go. Fucking hell. So we've got PSG versus Bayern Munich. Let's talk about friggin' a dominant game. Whew. PSG versus Bayern Munich. That's a final. That's worthy of a final right there.
Wait a minute, but this is the round of 16. PSG don't go any further than the round of 16.
No, normally they struggle. They're the best squad in the world, but that's about as far as they get.
Yeah. But they'll have eyes on them to win it because who owns PSG?
Well,
Qatar.
Yeah.
Who's got the next World Cup in like a week?
Exactly.
Qatar.
So PSG versus Bayern Munich, FC Porto versus Inter Milan. Another cracking match. That'll be it. That's a derby. That one. That's the. Hang on, I got to think about it now. That's Jose Mourinho's freaking bloody first Champions League victory title when he was at Porto.
First victory
Against Inter Milan. That's who it was. Yeah.
First victory. First club he managed. First victory.
Exactly right. Eintracht Frankfurt versus Napoli. Napoli.
That ought to be good.
Napoli should get over them there, but Frankfurt playing some pretty good football at the moment. Manchester City versus Leipzig. Well, of course they get friggin' an easy passage to the next round.
Well, Leipzig easy passage, but anyway.
Well, it is in comparison to some of these teams in the bloody Champions League.
I'd say that fucking Dortmund, Benfica Club Bruges are lower than...
Easy, yeah. You watch Easy. Calm down. Fucking Benfica, mate, we're on fire.
Benfica Club Bruges,
Easy.
Although Benfica Club Bruges, that's probably a game that I'd watch.
Easy. Bloody hell, don't make me get off my chair. Borussia Dortmund versus Chelsea should be an interesting game. Chelsea struggling a little bit at the moment in the Premier League, but it's Chelsea. It's like Arsenal thinking they're going to finish top of the league at the end of the year. Fuck. Liverpool, Real Madrid. Well, of course, Liverpool friggin'...
We've seen that one before.
Of course, Liverpool and Real Madrid friggin' play each other in the Champions League. It's just standard football these days.
It's just meant to be.
Yeah, every year, somewhere in there, whether it's a group or something, we always play each other. Benfica Club Bruges, as you mentioned, which should be an absolute cracking match. It should be a very good tie.
That's the cracker match.
It's going to be a good tie, that. Very, very interesting one, that one. And then Spurs versus AC Milan. Now, that's going to be a good one as well.
That'll be a good one.
Milan, you would think...
on present form,
should get over the top of Spurs there, but...
On present form, yes, because fucking Tottenham are playing like dog shit.
Yeah, but again, Spurs are definitely one of those sides that just could definitely impress. Yeah, definitely impress at some times. Rightio, let's go down to Europa. So here we go. Barcelona, Manchester United. Well, I'll be, eh? Say goodbye to Manchester United. That'll be it.
Written in the fucking stars, mate. They couldn't have gotten a harder... I suppose. Fucking Juventus are in there.
They could. I was going to say, yeah. There's not many other big names.
There'll be more people watching the Europa League this year than what there will be watching the fucking Champions League.
There will
There'll
be.
be stronger teams in the Europa League final than what there is in the Champions League final.
From what I read, though, the biggest thing is it could be the likes of your Barcelona or Juventus. Let's put Ajax in there. Ajax are pretty dominant in the Europa League. One of those clubs against a minnow. So like that's what it could come down to. So Barcelona, Manchester United, Sevilla versus PSV, which should be a cracking game. Sporting Lisbon versus Midtjylland. Shakhtar versus Rennes. Ajax versus Union Berlin. Union Berlin playing in the Europa League.
Union Berlin.
That's classic, isn't it? That's just so good.
They've gone, but over the past 3-4 years, they've gone from Zweite Bundesliga, or fighting for relegation in the Zweite Bundesliga, to fucking the Bundesliga, to the fucking Europa League.
Yeah, right. Cameroon versus Thailand to play Portugal. There you go. Papua New Guinea versus Panama. Fucking hell.
Fucking cross. Jesus. Fucking Arroyo's fucking gonna score a hatful.
Yeah. What do we got? Monaco versus Leverkusen. Salzburg versus...
That'll be a good game.
Yeah, that should be a good game as well. Salzburg versus Roma. It's Mourinho's party for me. These other clubs are just lucky enough to be playing against him if they make the finals. It's Roma's to lose, as far as I'm concerned. I've watched a few of their games this season, and Jesus Christ, he has got them purring. Like the Aussie. We can't even call him an Aussie anymore because he may just reject them.
Mr. Volpato,
yeah. He's doing some wonderful things. He's a great talent. He'll be a player that will be very, very sad to see go somewhere else, to another country.
So Barcelona, so Lewandowski, tell me, how is it? How is it trading in fucking Champions League for Europa League?
But there's so many of them, though. There's so many of them. It's not just him, though. There's so many.
I mean, the other big game which you haven't mentioned yet from that fucking match day, Juventus and Nantes.
Mate, Nantes. What a lot of Nantes.
What a
lot of Nantes. Absolute classic.
How are Juventus in the fucking Europa League?
Mate, yeah.
By far has the old lady fallen.
Yeah, that's just taking the piss, isn't it?
That is seriously taking the piss. It makes you think how the fuck it happens.
Yeah. Yeah, It's a scary thought for world football. That is for sure. Some of these sides in the Champions League,
Europa League,
and now in the other that have gone down to the Europa League is just worrying signs. But those fixtures will be played in, I believe, late January, early Feb. So plenty of time for those guys to sort their shit out and all their niggles from the World Cup and everything else.
We're not done yet.
We're not done yet. Benny,
you're missing the other one.
Benny is all over it. I was hoping you'd...
I love the fucking Conference League.
Yeah, mate, I'm going to let you run with it.
I love what minnows.
I'll let you run with it because I've got... Mate, the minnows... I love it. The minnows are in the bloody Europa, mate. Mate, the friggin' bloody... We're going to be talking bloody... what was it? Ashton FC, they're surely got to be in the Conference League. Helen to the rescue.
I've been reading about that.
Helen to the rescue.
Funny.
Sort them out.
That's fucking funny.
Mate, absolute classic, eh? Good on them.
Fucking funny. All right, so we'll now move to the Europa Conference League for all those that play FIFA, the green and black one.
The green and black one.
They're all colour-coded. Champions League is blue. Fucking Europa League is orange and black. And the Conference League is green and black.
Conference League special.
That's how you tell them apart.
Right.
But again,
who's there?
How the mighty have fallen.
Can't get worse than the Champions League. The Europa, surely.
Oh, there's a big one. There's a big one that normally a Europa League favourite that is down in here.
Who's that?
And that is Lazio against CFR Cluj.
Lazio down in the Conference League. Wow. Yeah, they are.
There's some other good ones. They're up against CFR Cluj from Romania.
Yeah, right. Yep.
Your other games, you've got Crossbar versus Genk.
Oh, Genk. Good old Genk.
Not Genk. Ghent.
Oh, Ghent. Okay.
Yeah, Ghent.
Okay. Yep. Righto. Very good. Fuck. Genk.
This is probably going to be the game of the round. Braga versus Fiorentina.
Oh, wow. Braga.
Yeah.
Braga. Poor bastards. Yeah, right.
We've also got Bodo Glimt versus Lech Poznan.
Yep.
Sheriff Tiraspol versus Partizan.
Sheriff, that's a drop.
That's going to be fucking the ultras from both those clubs.
Yeah, big ultras.
Fucking world renowned.
Big ultras in that one. Yeah, that will be interesting. Far out. What else we got?
And then you've got ones that should be in the Europa League that always bow out in like the qualifying stages. So you got Trabzonspor from Turkey and FC Basel.
Oh, Basel down the bottom. Loving a bit of conference.
We've got AEK Athens versus Dnipro.
AEK Athens. That's an interesting one. They've come back. They've got a surgence at the moment. AEK Athens. They're
But fucking Dnipro were nearly relegated from, I think it's... Fuck, where are they? The Russian second division or something, I think? No, they're Ukraine. They're from Ukraine.
Yeah, right. There you go.
Dnipro 1, they're called.
Dnipro 1. Far out. That's classic.
Don't ask me how I know.
And then what happens if you win
exactly
that?
How watching somebody do a Football Manager say for them. And then the final game of that sort of round is Anderlecht versus Ludogorets.
Yeah, right. Ludogorets. That's a freaking good one.
So you got some good ones that would normally be in the fucking Europa League.
Yeah, that's a good one, yeah.
And then you've got these random ass fucking clubs.
Jesus Christ.
From random ass fucking countries that end up in like the qualifying of the qualifying of the qualifying stages, like before the qualifying stages that fucking the Scottish League need to go through to get to like Champions League or Europa League group stages.
It's like freaking playing in the third tier of the English league and working your way to...
It's fucking great. And yes, Luke, you are correct. That is the exact content creator I watched.
Yeah, Loki Doki. I know. Yeah, right.
Loki Doki.
Yep. There you go.
It was a good save, that. But yeah, I think the game of that for me...
Yep.
...is either going to be Sheriff Tiraspol and Partizan.
Mm-hmm.
Or fucking Braga Fiorentina.
Yep. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
There's a couple of interesting ones there through the three competitions in Europe.
Good.
Yeah,
it's good.
Interesting to see. Anyway, that leaves us 45 minutes gone. So we're gonna wrap it up with the World Cup. We were Going to talk about it. Again, if you guys are in the chat and you're just rocked up or so forth and you want to get involved in the World Cup pool, be sure to do so. Jot your name down here, say, yep, I'm keen, or whack it on the Facebook, on the Crossbar Capers Facebook page post that we put out earlier today, just so we know who's sort of keen and interested and so forth. It will make our life a little bit easier, so Benny can compile them and put them into some sort
There are 32 spots.
32 spots, so we'd like to fill them all. That'd be great. There's well and truly over 300 people who like the Facebook page, so it's more than enough people there for the 32 spots. So we would love those 32 teams filled. Would be absolutely great. And yeah, so anyway, we're going to get into it. Anyway, we're going to get into the World Cup. It's not far to go. Aussies are in camp. Pretty much all of them are in camp now. They've been training for about 3 days, which is good. Timmy Cahill popped in to say g'day the other day. And
now he's been given a role as the head of the delegation?
Yeah, I know. Oh, mate, talk about a bloke who loves to delegate.
No, you know why? Because he works at the fucking Aspire Academy.
Yeah, exactly right, yeah.
In guitar.
Loves a bit of delegation. You can go here, you can do that one. Arnie, I've got a spot for you over here, mate. You're not going to freaking coach today. I'm going to delegate you over here.
No, Arnie, you're going to sit on that side of the fucking subs bench, thanks.
Couldn't think of couldn't have picked a freaking better bloke to delegate than Timmy Cahill. Loves a bit of delegation. It's a shame he couldn't delegate himself onto the starting side against Japan, which he thought he was playing the day before in 2006, and then wakes up the next morning and finds out he's not. Poor bastard. So obviously a couple of quick touching bloody comments and interesting points, I suppose, leading into the World Cup. For me, I think it's the big one. Benny would agree, wearing the shirt. Can Gareth Southgate's England recover from their poor performance in the UEFA Nations League and their disappointment at being runners-up to Italy at Euro 2020? That, for me, is a big one. They've struggled for a while. They've struggled against low opposition, which is the biggest issue.
Where did I read the other day that fucking somebody else was in line to take the fucking job off Southgate after the World Cup?
Sure, there's hundreds of them.
Fuck, who was it? No, it was a really out there one.
Oh, yeah? Nice.
It was a really out there one. Fuck, I can't remember who it was. I read the article fucking, 2 days ago?
All right, I'll let you think about that one. Another one for me.
Yeah, please do.
Can the Netherlands be the dark horses as some expect? For me, I think so.
No.
Not agreeing with that one. No. Oh, mate.
Nah.
The Dutch have been a dark horse. I reckon they can be.
Dutch have been dark horse, yes, but just fucking with the teams that they have, and I've seen some of their injuries as well, but fucking with the teams that they have, they're a bit like England. They should do better than what they normally do.
Yeah. Another one for me is, can the favourites Argentina follow up on their 2021 Copa America crown and finally end the run of 4 successive European winners? That is going to be an interesting one. They've drawn a pretty tough group.
Mexico, Saudi Arabia, Poland.
Which we'll talk about, which we'll touch on shortly.
Because I'm literally typing them out now for the spreadsheet.
So Argentina, they've got to be up there with the favourites. Like, there's no question about it. The squad they've got on paper is pretty strong. They dominated the the Copa America.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see how they go. And then the biggest one is very simple. Can we see France win back-to-back?
No.
For me, they're going to have a pretty tough task. Group stage is pretty straightforward. But as soon as they get out of that group stage, it gets real tough. Their run to the World Cup final is pretty dog shit. Oh. Huh?
No, it was Croatia won the last World Cup, didn't it?
No, France won the last World Cup.
What did Croatia win?
Nothing. Not for a while. Definitely won.
They won the one before that. Definitely. They win 2010.
Will Australia get a point?
I'll answer that one for you too, Luke. No.
We'll touch base on that one too. What do we got here? Anyway, so we're going to start it off. Those are the big ones for me, the big points. We'll start with Group A. We've got the Netherlands, Senegal, Ecuador, and Qatar. Now, I've had a good laugh on some of the Facebook pages that I've seen these groups come out and people go, this is my prediction of qualifying teams and stuff. Like, I've just looked back and gone, you don't know football at all. Do you even know what football is? At times, like some of the stuff, like the amount of people that have put Qatar as finishing second out of this group is just phenomenal. Purely because they host the World Cup, that's just what they do. I'm like, no. Would they have qualified if they weren't hosting? Not a chance.
That's right. They were the runners-up in the 2018 World Cup.
Yeah, random. But Thailand beat Western Sydney Wanderers women's the other day. No, you'd bloody hope so. They didn't play that bad. They had some good quality girls in there. What was I going to say? So Netherlands, Senegal, Ecuador, Qatar. For me, the Dutch will top that group. There's no question about that. For me, the biggest one is Senegal, Ecuador. Who goes through there, I feel, will be the one who puts more points on Qatar. Because I think
that's going to come down to goal difference.
I think they'll have a draw. I think Senegal and Ecuador will draw against each other, and it's going to come down to Qatar. It's going to come down to who beats them more, who puts more goals on them.
Yeah,
will qualify out of that group second. To the Dutch, can't see the Dutch losing that one. I think it's a pretty straightforward victory for them, and then I'll probably go. I'll go Senegal. I've got a soft spot for Senegal. Their World Cup past is pretty impressive. They beat France couple of World Cups ago, whenever that was. 10?
What was it? 2002?
Oh, maybe last two.
No, 2000. That fucking.
Oh, it might have been 2.
It was a fucking while ago where Senegal just fucking completely come out of nowhere.
Yeah, it might have been 2002 actually. It might have been Korea.
I think it was 2002, South Korea.
Yeah, it might have been. So I was going to say. So I'm going to go Senegal with that one. Benny?
Netherlands, Senegal, Ecuador, Qatar.
There you go. That's it from Benny. Group B is this is going to be a great draw.
England, Wales. I'm getting up for it.
USA.
That's non-negotiable.
USA, Iran, England, and Wales. This group is going to be difficult. There's a lot of shoulds. There's a lot of ifs. It's a very interesting one for me. England should top that draw, but to be perfectly honest, they could finish fucking third.
To be perfectly honest, they could finish fucking last.
Well, they probably could.
It's fucking England's. They are the most unpredictable team ever.
If anyone's going to get beat by Iran, it'd be them. So you've got the USA, you've got England, you've got Wales, you've got Iran. I think the US will top this group. I think they will top it with a point to England. I reckon England and the USA will draw, and they'll get up on points whether they score more than Iran or whatever, or England don't score enough goals.
It's a tough one to pick.
It is a tough one to pick.
I got my 1 and 2 locked in, but I can't work out my 3rd and 4th.
I think Iran, I just can't see them. Yeah, the biggest thing is Iran's a side that can just play defensive. They're a bunch of grubs, right? They fall over. The amount of times I've watched them play Australia.
I don't think the single point for England is going to come from Iran or the United States, though. It will be Wales.
Oh yeah, they could draw against Wales.
It will be Wales. They're just too similar.
Yeah. It's been an interesting couple of years That is for sure between those two. So
But
it'll be interesting.
My 1 and 2 is England to top it.
Yep.
United States in second.
Yep.
Because I reckon they're fucking well in for it.
Yeah.
They're sort of my underdog of that group.
Yep.
Wales, Iran debate. Wales third, Iran fourth, but that's all going to depend on when they play each other.
Yep.
Or how they play against each other.
I'm going to go USA to top the group. I think they're going to be definitely a dark horse. I don't think they'll win I don't think they'll make the World Cup final, but they could definitely do some damage in the round of 16.
They'll make the round of 16.
They could do some damage to whoever they draw in that first knockout round will determine how far they go.
Well, if they're first in B, they'll play second in A.
Possibly.
Which, on your pick, would be Senegal.
Which they should beat.
If they no, you said United States. Yeah, United States to top the group, so second would be Senegal. If it goes my way, they would play the Netherlands.
Yeah, see, that's why I have a feeling that they'll top the group. I reckon they'll sneak in. They'll sneak in there, whether it be 1 point or on goal difference. And they'll top.
To be fair, England's going to have a better chance against Senegal than what they do the Netherlands.
Oh, yeah. I think that's a given.
Depends.
I don't think anyone really wants to play the Dutch.
Both of them would be difficult opposition for England if we're playing in defence. Harry Maguire.
Oh, Harry Maguire. Isn't that one of the scariest things you've ever seen?
I hope he plays.
I hope he gets chopped in the first game.
Get fucking absolutely chopped down and injured and gets fucking sent home. Harry Maguire.
Lukey.
Meme, yeah?
Poor old Lukey. Just head down.
I fucking hate him.
Oh,
I hate him.
He's a peanut.
I fucking hate him.
He's a peanut. The fact that he's hardly played any games and shit like for United, and then just gets a
still gets a fucking
fathoms me. And then some of the blokes.
And then you've got Southgate sitting there going, I don't know if I'm going to pick Trent Alexander-Arnold. No. Are you fucking an idiot?
Yeah.
Are you a fucking idiot, Southgate?
Yeah, I don't know. There's plenty of players in there that aren't in that squad that should be.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Like, yeah. How doesn't Ivan Toney friggin' get picked in that squad? I was just like, has he witnessed the same stats? Has he looked at the same stat book as the friggin' people?
It's Jude Bellingham effect.
Really? Come on.
Except it's the Jude Bellingham effect.
Anyway, we'll move on.
See, you know what? Harry Maguire in the England squad should happen exactly what happened to Joe Hart.
Yeah, Tomery. Yeah, Tomery.
You're fucking shit now. Go.
Yeah, Luke. Tomery. Robbed. He's a gun, mate. He's a weapon.
Yeah.
Great player. Definitely should have friggin' been picked.
Bukayo Tomori, fuck yeah.
Anyway, we'll move on. Yeah. For me, one of the toughest groups in the groups. One of the toughest groups for sure. This will be an interesting one. Mexico, Argentina, Poland, and Saudi Arabia. For me, it's not a tough group as in they could all qualify. It's who is going to top this group and get the passage, the easier passage through. That for me is the hardest thing because Argentina should top this group, but Mexico is definitely a side that could friggin' ruffle their feathers and just give them a bit of a touch up. So
Mexico's in there to cause trouble.
Mexico is definitely a dark horse. I wouldn't be writing off Mexico. They could make the final. I'm not even shitting you. I seriously think they could make the final. Their squad is pretty sharp.
I'd picked in this group as dark horses.
Yeah,
100%.
They've got some quality outfield players.
But again, fucking Saudi Arabia is the same. It's to a lot of these other sides, they're unknown quantity.
Exactly right.
And they're not, as far as the Asian Confederation's concerned, the European clubs will be thinking that fucking Saudi Arabia is going to be a pushover. They're not.
Yep.
They are by no means pushovers.
I'm Yeah.
I mean, we know that because they're playing the same confederation. We know what they're capable of.
Yeah, 100%. For me, I'm not even going to frigging put a first and second into this because I think they'll finish the table in both the same points. I think they'll both knock off each. I think they'll both knock off Poland and Saudi Arabia, and I think they'll draw. I think they'll have a draw and finish on the same points.
My big thing about this is that Argentina tend to start World Cups very slow.
Yeah,
and that could hurt them in this group. I
think the biggest thing for
me... It
all
depends how they come out firing in that first game.
Yeah.
If they come out slow, they are going to find it very difficult, I think.
I
think them not making it out of this group will be the shock of the tournament.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely so. For me, it's got to be... It's Messi's last hurrah. It's his last World Cup. He won't go around again.
Nah.
And... if the others aren't impressed and the others aren't happy and they don't really give a shit, he will. He'll do absolutely everything he possibly can, whether he's got to beat 6 players himself, whether no one will pass him the ball, he's got to do it himself. He will be wanting to make a statement. It's no different to Ronaldo in Portugal, especially after the week he's had. He's not impressed.
He's had to prove all the haters wrong.
Yeah. He's going to have an interesting... I honestly think he's going to have a great World Cup, Ronaldo, and that's not because I'm going to back the Portuguese and friggin' pray that they friggin' do really well, but he's going to have a good World Cup.
But I don't think the team will.
Oh, shit, eh? We'll get there.
And their golden generation has passed them too.
We'll get there. Oh, got school players. Anyway, we'll get there. So, Mexico, Argentina to top the group. That's what I'm going with. And Saudi Arabia to finish third. And Poland bottom. That's what I'm going with.
I'm going to pull one out of fucking left field here.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to go Poland, Mexico, Argentina, Saudi Arabia. But I think Mexico will get over Argentina on goal difference.
Poland to what?
Yeah, I reckon Poland will win the group.
You're fucking kidding.
I reckon Poland will win the group.
Can someone call Sarah and get her to fucking get Ben's meds? Seriously?
No, I'm the one that stopped at Chemist Warehouse on the way home. Thanks.
Fucking... Well, you know where your meds are. Fucking have them. Jesus Christ. Poland.
Strawberry amoxicillin for kids.
Everyone has heard that here.
That's my fucking out of the box pick for that group.
Everyone's heard that here.
Pick for that group.
Mate, I swear to God, in this friggin' tipping thing or whatever it is, I hope you fucking get Poland. I seriously do. I hope you draw Poland for that.
I just think Argentina are going to fucking hit the ground running too late. I reckon the Saudis will defend and make it difficult for them.
Yeah, right.
Mexico are going to be too fucking quick for them.
Right.
And between Lewandowski and Szczesny, they're not going to find a way through.
Right, I'll pick me mouth back up from the floor and we'll continue on.
I know, it's it's not conventional, but...
Righto, fair enough, we're running with it. Anyway, if you guys have got your say and want to put your 2 bobs worth in the chat, guys, feel free. We're just rambling off our friggin' shit here and what we think. Again, no experts. We've been wrong before. Don't worry.
I'm guaranteed to be wrong with that group.
Anyway, we move on. Group D. Well, Group D. Oh, I tell you what. The group which either sits here and goes, do you bet against your country? Do you just put them into second spot and friggin' pray they have an absolute blinder and friggin' Denmark and Tunisia fall over?
You bet with your head, not the heart.
France tops the group. There is no way anyone in that group... No one.
I do have something to say about this group.
Right.
Why do we always end up with France and Denmark?
Yeah, it's an interesting one, isn't it?
We always end up with fucking France and Denmark.
Yeah, it's the same shit, isn't it? Yeah.
Was it 2010 with France and Denmark?
Yeah, I think it was. I seriously think it was. Was it?
I'm gonna fucking It's like I've seen that group before, except the fourth team just always fucking changes.
Yeah. Yeah, it's an interesting one, isn't it? Quite bizarre. Yeah, there's no way anyone's beating France in that group. Sorry. Last one, 2018. There you go. So it is. I don't think France will top it, not after all their injuries, but I'd put them second. Matty, have you seen their depth? Their fourth string side could friggin' beat friggin' that group. That's no disrespect to Denmark. Denmark's hopes are relying on a fucking miracle that bloody Eriksson doesn't fall over.
Yeah, we had Denmark and France last time, except we had Peru instead of Tunisia.
Who we knocked out of the World Cup to get to the World Cup this time. How ironic.
Yes, and we still finished last in that group. Peru still were on top of us.
Unbelievable.
But at least we got a point that time.
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to get a point this time.
Jesus.
If we're lucky. If we are lucky.
Tunisia does us a favour.
We'll get a point against Tunisia.
Tunisia does us a favour.
We are not beating France, and we're sure as shit not beating Denmark.
Yeah. Very interesting, that one.
I'm cramping. That's for what I said about the fucking groups, wasn't it?
Yep. So France to top that one. Denmark to finish second. Tunisia, I think, to be unlucky not to not get out of that group, I don't think. They're a good outfit.
I think France and Denmark are just too strong for Tunisia. I think the battle is going to be between Tunisia and Australia for third, fourth. Whether we're close on points or whether we're fucking a mile apart. It'll be one of two ways.
Yep.
We won't be... It won't be fucking the other three skyrocket away and we're left sitting there licking our wounds.
Although it could end up that way.
It could. I don't think it will.
You hope not.
I don't think it will.
That's something I'll friggin' put with my heart, and I hope not. I won't bet that one with my head.
We tend to not play well against France, but we tend to generally play well against Denmark.
Yeah, like we've had good games against Denmark. Like, there's no question about it.
But again,
honestly,
coming off their last Euro campaign, I don't think so.
Yeah, no, they're in a good.
I don't think so.
They're in a good patch of grass at the moment. Friggin' the Danes, they're going all right. So for me, it's going to be a struggle. The biggest one for me, and the easiest thing to put it down to, we don't have the strike power. We don't have the strikers to compete with any of those sides, and that's just plain accurate. None of those players are a Tim Cahill. None of those players are a Harry Kewell. None of those players are a fucking Bresciano. And he wasn't even a striker. The hunger, the drive, unfortunately for me, is just not there. You know, we scraped through. We couldn't even get through on standard freaking World Cup. We had to go through the shit. Like, I'm sorry, we left Oceania for that because of that shit. We deserve to be there without going through the crap. If you can't go through there, get through the crap.
As a nation, be getting there without having to go through the crap.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. So many mistakes, so many draws. And it was all down to strikers. It wasn't down to defence. No. That's the biggest problem. Was, we draw against friggin' Qatar and friggin' Iraq and friggin' Kazakhstan and shit like that, but it had nothing to do with the fact that it was the keeper's error or a defensive error. It was the fact that we just weren't fucking scoring goals.
Yeah, we're toothless.
Yeah, just not scoring enough goals. We just to concede a goal.
We're toothless. We haven't had. We replaced Kewell and Viduka with Cahill, and now we've got nobody that's replaced Cahill.
Yeah,
like of that caliber.
There's just nobody there.
Australia's gone from producing good defenders, good goalkeepers,
Yeah.
to producing nothing but midfielders.
Yeah. Luke, give Ben his meds back, mate. Fucking Christ. Jesus.
Oh, fuck it. Yeah, I was about to say, you need a cone, mate.
Jesus Christ.
Flip it around and then maybe.
I was going to say, it looked pretty good.
He needs a cone.
You meant to go from fucking 4 to 1. Yeah, it's just a group that, I don't know. 2006.
They're calling this the Silver Age of the Socceroos.
2006.
If this is the Silver Age, fuck me, I had to see the Bronze Age that fucking follows it.
The biggest problem is 2006. I'd almost go as far as we probably almost topped that group. Like the squad was just.
Well, we made the 16. We just got fucked over in the 16.
Yeah, by the team who won the fucker.
By the team that's not there now in 2022.
That's it. Yeah. What percentage have you got to win in the World Cup, Italy? Hey. Here's your percentage.
I was about to say, we're talking about falls from grace in the Champions League earlier. Hey, Italy, what are you fucking doing?
That's shambles.
What are you doing?
I found it was funny.
But again, because they're not in the list, everybody forgets that you focused on the 32 teams that are there.
The funny thing is, pardon me. And I seen that the percentage of thingos of like who's going to win the World Cup and shit like that. Qatar didn't even get a percent. I was like,
and with us on like 0.01% or something.
We've got 1%. They've got nothing. I'm like, surely the host nation gets a percent. Like, come on.
Not when you bought your World Cup bid.
Oh, fucking hell. That'll do, me.
Not when you bought your World Cup bid.
So anyway, it's going to be a tough gig. Again, I'm so sick of freaking World Cups at fucking God only hours of the morning. So shit. I just want prime time World Cup viewing. Fuck England and Europe. Seriously.
I wholeheartly agree. I just don't agree with them playing in 50-degree fucking heat in the middle of summer.
Yeah. Like I agree.
That's fucked.
Yeah, I get that. I think the first game or whatever it is has been played at 10:30 at night against France. It's just absolute bonkers. And then the fact that
and it's still like 35 odd degrees at 10:30 at night.
I've never gone to a World Cup. Like, you know, I mean, how many people can say
the first World Cup we're gonna have drinks breaks for?
How many people can say they've been to a World Cup and friggin' bloody slept through the day? What time do you go to bed? 6 a.m. What time do you get up?
You know
3.
what? You know what? Europe laughed at us all those years ago.
Yeah.
When they laughed at us and made fun of us years ago, going, "Oh, look at Australia playing their football in the fucking summer. They're gonna stop halfway through the half for a fucking drinks break." Guess what, fuckers? You're all gonna have to do it at Qatar.
It's just
shoes on the other foot now. The difference is our boys are used to doing it.
It's just next level, isn't it? It's just like one of those things.
It's fucked.
Yeah, pain. Yeah, I did see that, Luke. Yeah, friggin'.
Of all the places you could play a World Cup, why are we playing it in the middle of the desert? A desert in fucking summer. It's a winter sport. My brain can't fathom it.
Yeah,
For people that play in like,
oh man,
where's a fucking cold nation?
Where's a cold
nation? There's not very many cold nations in this World Cup.
There's not. There's
not. There's probably
Denmark.
one or two.
Denmark.
Denmark, fucking Croatia.
Germany. Friggin'.
And Serbia, Switzerland.
Yeah, Switzerland would be golden. They wouldn't get tight temperatures.
Canada.
Portugal's not a hot temperature.
Canada's in the middle of fucking winter.
Yeah, fucking Canada.
Those fuckers are going to struggle.
I haven't even got to Canada.
Going from like minus 10 to 50 degrees.
Yeah.
They are going to fucking struggle.
Unbelievable. Yeah, interesting. So anyway, we'll continue on, otherwise we'll be forever. France, Denmark, Tunisia, Australia. How I read that is how it's going to finish, from what my group here says.
I've got France, Australia, Denmark, Tunisia, but I'm going to go France. I'm going to go France, even with injuries. France, Denmark, Tunisia, Australia.
Yeah. We've moved down Group E. Germany, Spain, Japan, Costa Rica. Great friggin' group. If you're everyone,
Germany, dark horses.
if you're everyone but Japan.
Yeah. No, I reckon the Japanese will put up a good fight in that group.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I think
They'll thrive against fucking Spain.
Yeah, they got a better percentage than us, so they'll go all right.
They'll thrive against Spain. They'll get battered by fucking Germany.
Yeah. Yeah. Germany.
I saw Germany's fucking squad today, and I'm just like, whoa, that's dangerous.
Yeah, they're my dark horse.
It's very understated.
Yeah, they're my dark horse. They are my dark horse.
I'm with you there.
Germany is going to be the one that they're not going to be the favourites, but yeah, they get a good draw.
They won't be the favourites, but they'll be the ones that fly under the radar until like the quarterfinals.
Yeah, they get a good draw out of that group. They'll be laughing. Germany will top the group. Spain will finish second. Japan will finish third, and Costa Rica will finish fourth. That's how I've picked it.
What have you gone?
Germany, Spain, Japan.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Japan, and then Costa Rica at the bottom.
Yeah, I'm with you there.
Group F sees Belgium, Canada A, and Croatia and Morocco.
Oh, hey, bud.
Hey, bud.
Now, one question that you did ask at the start, you rattled off your questions.
Yeah.
You missed one.
Oh, yeah.
Is Belgium finally going to do it?
No.
Is Belgium finally going to get their hands on it?
No. They'll bow out at round of 16. They'll lose as soon as they get out of the round of 16. Heard it here first.
I don't reckon round of 16. I reckon quarters.
Right up. There you go. But to answer your question,
they're going to play. No. They'll win that group.
Yeah.
They'll win that group, which means they'll play second in Group E. Which,
they'll play Spain.
What we've said, is going to be Spain.
Yeah. And that's when they'll get beat.
No, I don't reckon Spain. I don't reckon Spain.
No. Right.
No. I've seen Spain's outs. No. I reckon Belgium will beat Spain.
They got some good outs, but they got some...
It'll be close. It'll be close, but I still reckon Belgium will beat Spain.
Okay. Righto. Time will tell. One thing we will agree on is they will top the group. Belgium will be at the top of that group. For me, I have Canada finish second. I think Canada are going to play some decent football. I think they've got a good side. What's his name? Davies.
Bonzo Davies.
For Canada, Bayern Munich weapon. He will dominate that side. He'll make that side just hum. So yeah, for me, I've got Canada and then Croatia. Croatia are done. They're at a rebuilding phase. And then Morocco will struggle to pick up a point in that group, as far as I'm concerned. Belgium, Canada, Croatia, Morocco.
I don't think Canada are quite there yet.
Ooh. Croatia.
They're coming. They'll make the next World Cup.
See, I was going to say.
They'll make the next World Cup, but they need that time.
Oh shit! See, I was just about to say.
I can't hinge it all on Davies.
No. See, I was going to say.
They can't. If they nullify, if Canada get nullified, and they can't get the ball to Davies,
yep,
they're fucked.
Yeah, fair call.
And you've got Belgium that plays a heavy midfield.
Yep.
Because they generally run three at the back.
And
then you've got Croatia, who, again, even though they're in a rebuilding phase, defensively, Croatia's always been solid. You got holding from holding midfielder to defend.
Yep.
I think that's Croatia generally play a 4-2-3-1.
Let's be honest.
That means Davies has got to get through two class defensive midfielders and two top tier fucking centre backs. I don't think he's going to do it.
Let's all agree. Let's just all agree that friggin' Croatia are a bunch of grubs when it comes to
we know this.
when it comes to football, and Davies has got to friggin' last 90 minutes without being chopped, and it's going to be a tough feat.
Oh, 100%.
It's going to be a tough ask. I give him 10 minutes before his first knock. Especially with the likes of friggin' bloody 37-year-old friggin' bloody Modric. Who's
he's got to get through a defensive midfield of more than likely Kovacic and Modric.
Yeah. So yeah.
I don't think so.
I know.
I mean, he's good, and I rate the kid, but I think that experience is like Modric and Kovacic are going to be one step ahead of him.
Yeah, Jonathan
and
David
even
up
still,
top. Yep.
you're gonna have Perisic sliding into it as well.
Yeah.
Off the wing.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
John O'David's a good bloke. He's going to be a good player as well. He plays pretty decent football.
Yeah.
And they got a good partnership between him and Davies. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. For me, I'm going Belgium, Canada, Croatia, Morocco to end the group.
All right, I'm gonna go Belgium, Croatia, Canada, Morocco.
Right, yeah. We move on. Group G sees Brazil, Serbia, Cameroon, and Switzerland. Interesting group. Brazil should top that group for me. Exactly how that is stated is how I'm going with it.
Okay, I think yours is different to mine.
Brazil to top the group.
Yeah.
Serbia will finish second.
Mm-hmm.
Cameroon will finish third, and Switzerland will finish fourth.
I'm gonna go Brazil, Switzerland, Serbia, Cameroon.
Ooh, shit. Right on.
Xhaka's on fire.
Xhaka's on fire.
Xhaka's on fire.
Mate, I reckon Switzerland are about freaking 4 years past their use by date. They're on a big decline. I feel they are going to struggle big time to get out of that group. So
my next one's going to be fucking controversial as well.
Here we go. Yeah, I'm waiting for it. So that's for me. So I'm going Brazil, Serbia, Cameroon, Switzerland. Benny's going Brazil, Switzerland, Cameroon, and Serbia. Is that right?
No, Brazil, Switzerland, Serbia, Cameroon.
All right, very good. And here we go. He's gonna fucking jip me.
Controversial, but not for you.
Here we go.
But not for you.
So
I got Portugal top in the group.
Group H. Group H sees Uruguay, Ghana, Portugal, and South Korea in the group. For me, Uruguay will top that group. I think Uruguay are going to be too strong. Obviously, I can see Penny freaking. He's already gasping for freaking something to drink. So I guess I know where he's going with this one. So Uruguay for me to top the group. Portugal will finish second. Ghana and then South Korea. That's my four. And then Portugal will win the World
Cup. I think I'm going to need a cone after reciting how I'm going to pick this group.
Oh, fuck. So
Portugal to top it.
Yep. I'll take it.
Ghana for second.
You right?
Uruguay third. Korea fourth.
Fucking hell, you're asking a lot of the 54th, the highest ranked friggin' country in the rankings outside of the friggin' top 40. 53rd, I think they rank at the moment. They're the furthest out, I believe.
Yeah, I reckon the Black Stars are gonna fucking suck a punch.
Shit, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Ghana.
I reckon they're gonna suck a punch.
Fucking hell, who have they got? Who have they got now? They still got bloody
Andre Ayew.
Yeah, still got IU. Yeah. Who else is the other fucker from bloody
Let's have a look at their squad.
Who's that?
Iñaki Williams, Thomas Partey,
No. Who's
Andre Ayew, Tariq Lamptey, Jordan Ayew.
No. Fuck the IUs. Fuck. What's his name?
Daniel Amadi.
No, it's not him either. Who the fuck's that bloody...
Gideon Mensah.
No, it's not him either.
Baba Rahman.
Oh, Bama yeah. Fuck, he's still going. Fuck, poor bastard. He's a good player. He's a good player. I'll give him that. He can play. Yeah, right.
Owusu. Owusu.
Yeah, right, yeah. Interesting thoughts.
Dennis Frimpong Adoy.
Yeah, Doy. There we go. So, Portugal, Ghana, Uruguay, South Korea for Benny. Interesting. I'll take it.
I reckon they're going to sucker punch.
Oh, friggin',
I really do.
I think, I don't know. Uruguay, Suarez is last hurrah. They're gonna have some. They got
Varney's last hurrah.
Yeah, they've got some freaking great players in there. You've also got the young superstar.
Nunez
from Liverpool, Nunez, who I think is going to come out of his shell.
It's probably going to be fucking Diego Godin's last hurrah as well.
It should be, yep.
They're losing a lot.
They're losing some
Maxi Gomez.
Yeah, Gomez, he'll be gone.
Another one.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think that I don't see him getting far, but I just have a feeling that they are going to do whatever they can. Their goal is to get out of the group on top. Like that's it.
Yeah,
their goal is to top the group. Whatever comes.
They want to top the group because they don't want to have to come up against Brazil.
Yeah, whatever comes.
Brazil win that group.
Whatever comes next is a bonus for them, but their goal is to top the group. I think Portugal. I don't expect much to happen until they get out of that group. I think that's when they really turn a notch. But yeah. Honestly, Portugal can win this comp. Yeah, I mean, and that's not just me because I'm fucking, Dan's favourite word, half Portuguese.
You didn't even pick him to top the group.
No, I see.
I picked him to top the group.
I think Uruguay. As I said, I just think this is Uruguay's.
You reckon this is Uruguay's year?
This is no, something. This is it. Like after this, they go back in their fucking hidey hole. And they're fucking
for another 10 years.
And they're playing New Zealand to fucking qualify for a World Cup. Like that's where it's at. This is it.
Like 2006.
Yeah, this will be it. So they will have a good run. They will dominate freaking South Korea and shit like that. They'll beat Ghana. They'll probably have a draw against Portugal or fucking probably beat us. But yeah. They could top that group fucking with 6 points. 9 points. So, yeah. Interesting to see. But anyway, when geniuses, that's who we've picked. That's who we're going with it. As I said, we're not going to go into the round of 16 or any shit like that. We'll discuss that on the podcast before the round of 16. Plenty of weeks to worry. A couple of weeks.
When the group stages are all but basically sealed.
Yeah. We'll... Got plenty of football between now and then to watch for that one. Opening ceremony, I believe, is in the wee hours of Sunday morning. Other than that, if you're going to the World Cup, you know anybody who is going to the World Cup, tell them they're all a bunch of pricks. I did. And big shout out to Big Laurie McKinnon and his friggin' beautiful wife have gone over this morning. This morning they left
to Qatar.
Yep, part of the Aussie Barmy. Freaking what is it called? The freaking gold.
Oh yeah.
Golden. What the fuck they called them? The soccer. Yeah. The What's it called?
Active.
Yeah, green and gold. Green and gold army. Green and gold army. There you go. Just remember it. So yeah, big shout out to them. Freaking enjoy. Get over there if you're over there and get your photos in. If you know anyone who's got any, get your photos in to us. Freaking love to see it. It's an experience that I'm yet to endure. I know a couple of people who have been to a few.
Probably never will.
It's an experience from what I've heard, and
probably never will.
Yeah. Other than that, we'll be back next week, obviously. But the 9:30 kickoff against Tunisia on the 26th Myself and a few others will be at the Modus friggin' pub.
Oh, the Modus Brewery.
Modus Brewery. At the top of town, they are putting on a massive night of Socceroos festivities.
Is that your live site? Isn't you got a live site?
Yep.
For the World Cup?
Yep. So
I think ours is the fucking Impy.
Yeah, you've got a few down there. I think you got the Impy.
Yeah, but the big one's the Impy.
Yeah, the big one will be the Impy for sure.
Big one, the official one's the Impy. It's not Fed Square.
Nah, it's the football pub, mate. Home of the Reds. Home of the Reds, home of Spurs, home of Everton. There's plenty of
fucking just English football in fucking general.
Yeah, pretty much every supporters group's got one down there.
I know I can go there and get Guinness on tap if I want to. So.
That's exactly right. So if you're around, you aren't doing anything too much on that, and again, it's the only game that we can watch at a decent hour. The other ones are at like 2 a.m. and 6 a.m. in the morning.
I'll still get up and watch them anyway.
So, I'll be at work, so I'll freaking have earphones.
Except I'll not only be doing the Australia games, I'll be doing the England games.
Mate,
as well.
Well, that's it, exactly right. I want to try and get in and watch a few of the Portuguese games and everything else. So, it's going to be a crazy period of football, which is good to see. Love the World Cup. Love international football. You can't. There's nothing better. Let's be honest.
And it comes around once every 4 years.
That's it. It's better than Christmas.
It's even closer to Christmas.
That's it. It's good though. You got your World Cups. You got your European Euros and shit like that. It's just great football. Watching the nations go at it. Other than that, guys, we do thank you very much for jumping on. Again, be sure to get your names in, whether it be here quickly before we wrap it up, or you whack it on Facebook. If you know anyone.
9, 8. I've got 8 names already.
8 names already, so we're getting there slowly. If you know anybody who would be keen but hasn't seen the show, or they're busy or whatever it is, whack them in. It's fine. There's no real prize or anything like that. It's just more of a piss take, see who gets who and who wins it, I suppose.
Laugh at me because I'll get drawn somebody rando.
Yeah, probably. Sydney Super Cup, Lukey, yes, that starts tomorrow. Celtic versus Sydney FC. Then you've got
What about that?
And you got Everton versus Celtic, I believe, on Saturday of some sorts, and then Western Sydney, I think it is, against freaking Celtic or something. I was meant to be going that tomorrow, I think, but turns out I fucked up. But anyway, we'll move on.
Turns out you won't be now.
Fucked up. got me shit sorted. Different shit. Anyway, be sure to go and like us on Facebook. Like us, go and subscribe to us on YouTube, Instagram. I think we're there. Yeah, Instagram, we're there. Twitter.
Yes, we have an Insta.
Friggin' Anchor, Spotify, the works.
Apple, Google,
friggin' everywhere.
Apple, Google, Stitcher, fucking.
That's it. Be sure to go and check out Gabriel Ma Optometrist Jasmine if you are in the area. Mention my name or Benny's name. Doesn't matter. He knows us both. Friggin' all the Crossbar Capers. They'll sort you out, no problem at all, with a little bit of a discount and so forth. You've heard Save the Humans, the guys in the intro. Be sure to check those guys out on Spotify or at a venue coming to you real soon, because they're playing plenty of gigs leading into friggin' the new year. So be sure to check that stuff out on their Facebook page as well. Big shout out to them for
all the links for everything's in chat.
There it is right there. Other than that, guys, we will speak to you guys next week. Enjoy the round 1 of the A-League's women's. Good luck to the Jets. Hopefully pick up the first 3 points of the season while the boys are in hiatus. And, enjoy your football wherever you're going to be watching it, whoever's playing. Not much on the weekend other than the waiting for the World Cup. Unless I think it's Bundesliga title or something like that. I think it's Bayern Munich versus somebody. It's on the Sunday. That's about it.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway. Benny, Lukey's looks constipated. That emoji. But anyway, the Lukey's emoji.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, take it easy, guys. We will catch you guys next week. Be sure to go check out Benny on Corner Flag Games as well. And until next time, as always. Oh, maybe not.
We hate Coast Scum.
There it is. Fucking was just a bit delayed. Like Benny with his freaking poor choice of tips.
Why don't tip?
Noopy finally comes back. What up, mate? Catch you later, Noops. The big lurk. He loves a lurk.
Loves a big lurk.
Exactly right. And we'll catch you guys next week. Take it easy. Peace out. See you next time.
Bye.
Thanks for watching. And we're clear. Hold up. I gotta go feed the dog. I'll speak to you.